Nostalgia is a major key in life, so right now we're going to give ourselves a flashback of what some WWE superstars looked like 10 years ago in 2014 compared to what they look like now in 2024. And it's crazy to think that 2014 was 10 years ago because it doesn't really feel like that, but it definitely was 10 years ago, man. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment below, turn on all notifications to be updated with all pro wrestling content right here on this platform, and to be updated when we go live every single Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern time zone for the No Name Wrestling Podcast. We do allow the viewers and subscribers to come on the show and chat with us from time to time to engage with us, so be on the lookout for that as well. But now let's get into the nostalgia, man. We're going to have a major flashback right here. Here's what some WWE superstars looked like 10 years ago compared to what they look like now. No BS, this doesn't even feel like the same individual. This is Roman Reigns, but it doesn't feel like these two are actually Roman Reigns, man. WWE was so hell-bent on pushing this man as a babyface for a while, man. Daniel Bryan even said in a recent interview that Vince McMahon told him that he wanted to make Roman Reigns the next John Cena, even after Daniel Bryan, won the WWE World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 30, and that's crazy to say, but they got this man with the clean goat tee, bro, and, the shield vest and stuff. This is a different version of the vest, though. He actually didn't wear this version of that vest for, too long, but I do remember that look, man. And this is also when he used to tape up his fist instead of wearing the glove and everything for the Superman punch. Bro, his transformation from the big dog to the tribal chief is one that needs to be studied. It's one of the greatest, maybe the greatest reinvention I've ever seen from any professional wrestler ever. And that's not a Michael Jordan Space Jam reach, if you ask me. That to me is legit. Look at what Roman Reigns was then 10 years ago compared to what he is now. Honestly, WWE wasted some of his years because what he is now at the peak that he's at with the storytelling, character work, matches, all the above, man, Roman Reigns could have tapped into that so long ago if they just weren't hell-bent on trying to make him the next John Cena babyface, which was a role that just never fit him. Seth Rollins, man, Seth freaking Rollins, excuse me, from the architect to the visionary, man. Seth Rollins, still pound for pound, bell for bell, is one of the best pure in-ring wrestlers in the world right now, not even just WWE. He's one of the best in the world, and his character growth has been great as well. I mean, he was even great back then in 2014, before he even reached the height of becoming a main event star and becoming the guy he is today, a solidified legend. He was great back then, the gloves on the hand, man, and everything, the blonde hair on this side with the black hair, bro, that was such a cool look. I knew a lot of people who actually had that look, and I was actually disappointed when he changed his hair to the all black look, because I felt if he'd have kept that blonde look right there with the hairstyle, that was just his style, man. If anybody else had that style, you would have just known they were just ripping it off of Seth Rollins or paying homage to Seth Rollins in that look. So I felt he should have always kept that look for at least a little bit, but now he's kind of got the blonde back in his hair a little bit now too, and Seth Rollins, man, he's one of the best. Cody Rhodes, bro. Cody Rhodes, man, has come a long freaking way. This is jobber Cody Rhodes to main event American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, man. Cody Rhodes went from being not even jobber. Sorry, this is mid-card Cody Rhodes. Stardust when he really became a jobber, but this is mid-card Cody Rhodes. Mid-card Cody compared to American Nightmare main event top guy Cody Rhodes, bro. 10 years ago, I would have never predicted Cody Rhodes would have been at the level that he's at right now. I didn't see it. I never saw it. I wasn't the huge, crazy Cody Rhodes fan at that time frame. I honestly really didn't start believing in Cody Rhodes until he left WWE in 2016 and went to the Indies. And that's when I honestly really started to get into indie wrestling around that time frame. And watching Cody in New Japan and TNA and Ring of Honor and all these other promotions, I was like, bro, Cody Rhodes is way better than he ever was presented in WWE. He's actually really, really, really good, bro. They might have fumbled the bag on Cody Rhodes' potential, and then, of course, AEW comes around, and then he goes back to WWE, and he's bigger than ever, man. Cody Rhodes, bro, has come a long way. He's truly made me a believer, because I definitely was a doubter at one point. He's turned me into a believer compared to what he was in 2014 to now in 2024. Yeah, that growth needs to be studied. Another one that is a crazy growth, Drew McIntyre, bro, from Jobber 3MB to the Scottish Warrior, bro. Oh my gosh. I talked about Roman Reigns earlier, how that doesn't even feel like the same dude. No, this right here, I changed my statement. This doesn't even feel like the same dude. You can't convince me these are the same people, bro. No way, bro. Look at Drew McIntyre in 2014 compared to what Drew McIntyre is today in 2024. Bro, he's come so far, bro. I'm so happy for Drew because literally going from somebody who was meant to be the chosen one, then failing, and then somebody who had zero destiny to ever be a WWE champion in WWE, and then leaving, reinventing himself, coming back, and now being one of WWE's most important and top guys, bro. Shout out to Drew McIntyre, bro. Drew McIntyre is a real one. Charlotte Flair really was always destined for greatness, bro. Like, not just because of her last name, but, you know, when she came around in NXT, women's wrestling was kind of starting to change, and you could feel that type of energy. And when I saw her in the ring, bro, especially with her match against Natalya at NXT TakeOver, I was like, yeah, she gonna be special, man. She gonna be something really, really special for the women's division, and you see where she's at now. Like, she's been gone for a while due to injury, but Charlotte Flair will go down as one of the best, if not the greatest women's wrestler ever. I don't think she's the WWE Women's GOAT. I think that's Becky Lynch, but Charlotte Flair is not far behind. If people want to say Charlotte Flair is the GOAT of women's wrestling in WWE, I can't dispute that because all the facts are there to, you know, back up that statement. Look at my girl, Bayley, man, my all-time favorite women's wrestler. I always felt and still feel Bayley is the underrated one of the Four Horsewomen. It's crazy to say underrated because she's the first ever Grand Slam and Triple Crown Women's Champion, but people don't talk about Bayley enough when it comes to being one of the best women's wrestlers ever. She is a Mount Rushmore WWE women's wrestler, if you ask me. I truly stand by that. Her body of work, she's been able to thrive as a babyface and a heel. She was one of the MVPs during the pandemic as well, but you look at her growth, you know, from 10 years ago. 10 years ago from cheesy hugger babyface Bayley, which is a gimmick that got really, really over and super beloved, and it's really hard to be that type of babyface and really get beloved by a majority of the audience. She was able to do that, and you look at her now as the role model. She's now more of a leader, and she's more of the vet now, and Bayley is just, she's one of the best, man. She's one of the best. Oh, Jimmy Uso, bro. Golly, man. The war paint, man. The tribe, you know, entrance stuff, that was tough, man. That was tough. The tribe entrance stuff. And they had a fire theme song back then. So close now, bro. So close now. Hit it all my own town. That theme might be better than their other tag team theme, you know, day one-ish. That might be better. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that So Close Now theme was tough, bro, especially with that entrance. Man, the Usos have always been a great tag team. They're the greatest WWE tag team in history by far, if you ask me. I strongly stand by that, and we'll down the hill. Just strictly talking about WWE-wise, they're the greatest WWE tag team of all time, man. But Jimmy Uso 10 years ago, man, 10 years ago, bro, Jimmy Uso, like, was never looked at as somebody you thought would have been a part of one of the best storylines, if not the best storyline in WWE history. And then, of course, we talk about Jimmy. We got to talk about Jey Uso. It's crazy to say 10 years ago, this guy was just looked at as a twin and a tag team wrestler. And fast forward 10 years later, he's his own man. He's a singles competitor. Jey Uso by himself is one of the top 5 most over, most popular babyfaces in WWE right now as I speak. Nobody could have ever predicted that 10 years ago, man. Like, I never even thought the Usos would split up as a team. I thought they would be a team probably forever and just stand out, you know, as a tag team, and that was totally fine. But this Bloodline storyline has opened up so many layers for them where they've been able to evolve and grow with their characters and do so much individually and as a team. It's beautiful to see, man. And Jey Uso 10 years ago, bro, like, that's somebody that you just didn't even think was going to be able to excel to the heights that he's at right now, man. Jey Uso has come a long way as well. Naomi as the Funkadactyl, bro, compared to now the Glow gimmick. She's been doing the Glow gimmick for like about 7 years now. It's been a while, man. I think it might be time for a character change with her. I would love to see her do something like healer stuff, but the Glow gimmick does work for her. And you know, Naomi, I feel like it's always somebody else, too, who could have been utilized a lot better in the women's division because she's super athletic, super talented, and somebody that I definitely think WWE could have used better in certain positions back then. Maybe even so nowadays. I feel like, you know, she would thrive really well if WWE had a mid-card title in the women's division because she could be somebody that could take a mid-card title and help build it up to make it mean something and help, you know, also just add other assets to the women's division instead of just being thrown in random tag teams or not featured at all on television. So, you know, Naomi has come a long way as well, man, from being somebody who just came out and danced with pom-poms as a cheerleader, you know, to now being somebody who really could be pushed a lot better if they really wanted to. Naomi could be one of the top stars in the women's division right now. She proved that when she went to TNA. R-Truth, man, does not age. I mean, he has a couple more tattoos and a different hairstyle now, but R-Truth 10 years ago was in his 40s. Now he's in his 50s, and he's still able to do a jumping split in mid-air. He's still able to do athletic stuff in the ring, even in his 50s now, bro. That's crazy to say, bro. This guy does not age at all, like, literally. The Miz, man. Miz, like, even 10 years ago was somebody who's still kind of in the same boat that he's in right now. Now, he's accomplished more since then. He's a Hall of Famer, man. He's had a Hall of Fame-worthy career, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame someday, and he will be in the Hall of Fame someday. But even 10 years ago, Miz still has that same feeling where people just don't give him his respect and talk about him enough being like somebody who's really good at his craft and somebody who deserves his flowers. The Miz, hands down, is one of the best WWE superstars of all time. And he's one of those people that is one of the best WWE superstars but doesn't get talked about enough because I don't really know, man. I don't really know. It's just that feeling with The Miz, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's just one of those guys that should get his flowers but doesn't get it because others are just above him. But just because others are above him doesn't mean that, you know, he's lesser than either. Randy Orton 10 years ago was already a legend, solidified. He could have retired 10 years ago and been in the Hall of Fame without a doubt. But, I mean, Randy Orton has put on a lot of muscle mass since then. I mean, obviously he talked about, you know, the back surgery helped him get to, like, his natural weight and gain a lot of mass because 10 years ago, Randy was walking around maybe like 220, like 230-ish. Now he's like 270, maybe like 280, maybe 290. Like, he's put on a lot of muscle mass, bro. And, you know, honestly, bearded Randy Orton could be a menace. But if we're being honest, low-cut, baby-face, shaved Randy Orton is the most menacing look he's ever had. And that, to me, is when he's really at his best. Thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate the support. Make sure to subscribe. Don't forget that. And if you want to see more videos on this channel, click the video right here to check out more. And you can follow my other social medias for more wrestling content right there.